guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am super excited to finally be sharing with you my nail art collection. So I've already showed you guys where I store my nail art and that kind of stuff, but today I'm going to be going in depth and showing you exactly where I put everything, what I have and all of that good stuff. So you guys totally requested this video and I really hope you enjoy it. So with that said, if you're interested, just keep on watching. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you've probably seen my nail nook that I call it. It is basically a corner in my bedroom that I have designated solely as my girl nook. And this is where I store all of my makeup, all of my nail polish and all of my nail art. So we are starting at the very start of my nail nook, and in this Malm Dresser that I picked up from ikea, this is where I store all of my nail art. So this is the perfect little 6-drawer sort of compartment like thing, and as you can see on the top I just basically have like some perfume and a few little decor pieces, and I like to keep it quite minimum. So jumping into my actual collection, guys, you notice this little box that I picked up. I actually got it from Mason's du Monde years ago, and this is where I store pigments and that kind of thing that I don't want to get necessarily rid of, but I don't use all the time, so I wanted to move them to their own place, and this little 3-drawer thing is tiny but holds them all perfectly. So in drawer number 1 I have all of my Gnarly Nails Ink shimmer powders, and then I have a couple of their pigments. In drawer number 2 is where I keep all of my nail foils, so I have tri-coloured ones, some silver, some gold. And then in the 3rd drawer is where I keep my Born Pretty Store pigments, a rose gold foil and the rest of my Gnarly Nails Ink ones. So as I mentioned previously, I store all of my nail art in this Malm Dresser. So in the first 2 drawers, they're quite tiny drawers. I think they're actually probably for jewellery or something like that. But as you can see, this is my absolute life essential drawers. These are my glitter drawers. So I have lots of varied brands, from Glitter Planet UK to Smileys, to Indigo Nails, from Nail Artisan, Glitter Arty Nails, Born Pretty Store. Guys, wherever I could find glitter, you bet your ass I am buying it. I have an addiction to glitter, and as you could see, it is slowly getting out of control, but I do not mind. It is one little addiction that I don't mind at all. I am actually quite happy to be addicted to glitter. So as you can see, in this drawer I have all these little pots, and with these little pots what I like to do is sometimes they arrive in the pots, other times they will come in little baggies, and you get probably 5 grams per bag. So what I do is I buy these pots off of eBay, and I find it so much cheaper, and then I just cut the label off and sellotape them so I know what is in them and what colour it is. So this is drawer number 1. Then we move on to the drawer underneath it, and this is the same sort of like skinny like drawer, but in this one I have more glitter. So I have these red little containers that I got when I first started buying glitter that I now regret, so I am eventually going to be decanting them into the little pots that you saw in the first drawer, but at the moment I keep them in there, and in those ones are also Glitter Planet UK and also Nail Sugar. I then have a couple of these stackers. These are my Glitter Arty Nail stackers. We have the pastel pigments and also 50 shades of white, and then I have my magpie glitters. I have just started collecting magpie glitters, but I absolutely love them. So far I have like mostly blues and like some corals and some white ones, and my favourites so far are Blossom, and I also really like Bonnie, and then the new one that I picked up was Roxy, which I absolutely love. So in this drawer I also have some little bling pieces that I don't quite want to add to my bling drawer just yet. So these are all just random pieces that are like a little set. So in the next drawer I have just basically my essentials for nails. So I have things like stampers and then nail tips and my practice tips and that kind of thing. And in this drawer I have the Godmorgan set from ikea, which is a set of 5 little storage pots with lids, and it's a great little storage solution and keeps everything nice and tidy, and also keeps my lint-free pads clean as well, which is essential when you're working with gel polish. So this drawer is as tidy as I could possibly make it. And then in the next drawer, this is where I keep my nail art. This is basically the heart of my nail art. So I have another Godmorgan set from IKEA. And in this one, I have at the back there, I have my OPI gel breaks and also a couple of the professional sets of the Sets Vite because I go through that stuff like no business. So in this Godmorgan set, which has like the removable little compartment, I have things like my stickers, my vinyls, which are in these two little pouches here. I have all things like my nail glue, some dusting brushes, some bling. It basically has everything that I own in these little sort of compartments, so it holds all my water decals in these little slots here. Then in the bigger one, I have all my larger packets of stickers. I then have bling pieces and all that kind of stuff, so this drawer has it all going on. But I'm not gonna lie guys, I had no clue where to put all of my art stuff, but this box from IKEA was an absolute godsend. It fits perfectly in my drawer and holds everything like no other. It is all nicely neat and put away, which I absolutely love because when it comes to my nail art, I am a bit OCD. So moving on to the next part of my nail art drawers, this is where I keep all of my acrylic paints. So I have my nail art practice book. I basically just practice colours and things like that on here before I will do it on my nails, and it makes it a little easier while I'm filming. And then I have my wet palette. This is one of those palettes that has like the parchment paper that you could keep wet, and it just allows me to paint for longer and keep my paint wet. I then have more of these little storage bins. These ones I actually picked up from Home Bargains, and they're for your fridge, but again they fit perfectly in my drawer. So in the first one I have all my acrylic paints, and then in the last one is where I keep all of the products I use for Halloween nail art. So moving on to the very last drawer in this Malm Dresser, guys, and this is where I keep all of my stamping stuff and the rest of my supplies. So in this little pouch I just have lots of various like makeup sponges for gradients. This one just holds some personal stuff, but I had obviously forgotten, thought you wanted to see it anyway. And then my stamping supplies. So that's everything that I have in the Malm Dressers. So beside those Malm Dressers, I have these sort of cube shelves, and underneath those I have my Helmer drawers. So I don't have much nail art on this side, but I do have a few bits. So starting with this bag that I got from Spectrum Brushes with a set of makeup brushes, I keep all my practice tips. I never really want to throw them out, and I just love sometimes looking and seeing old designs. And then I also have my acrylic powders that I use for 3D nail art in this section of the drawers as well. So I have lots of brands from Nail Nails to CJP to Ink London, and just a few randoms that I pick up from here and there. And that's pretty much everything nail art wise that I keep in this side of my nail nook. This is mostly for nail polish, but I do have my untidy corner that houses some of my nail mats and things like that I don't have anywhere to put at the moment. So we move on to the two shelves that I have on my wall, and on this I keep my bling boxes. So you guys have already seen these. I will go ahead and leave the link to the actual video so you could see everything I have in detail in these boxes. But I basically just have lots of different rhinestones and some stones, little studs, rivets, gold pieces and that kind of stuff. I really love Japanese nail art, so these boxes are my pride and joy. And then the last and final box I have bling wise is my Swarovski crystal box. So this is basically just a jewellery box I got from eBay that I have split up all my crystals into different categories and colours. And again, I will leave that video linked down below for you guys, so if you're interested you could go ahead and see the full collection. So guys, we are just moving over to the shelves that are at the side of my cubes, and I don't have much nail art here, it's just a few random pieces. So I have my washi tape, my hand rest, my bling boxes, my little practice tips, my paint palette and my brushes on the bottom shelf. I then have my haul basket up there, my nail art pictures, the little rings that I use for my nail art pictures, that's all I have up there. But I do have two other drawers in my Alex drawers. drawers. I got this Alex drawer years ago and it was for my makeup. So my makeup is in the first 2 drawers. The middle 2 drawers are just random nail art drawers. So in the first one, I just have some, it's like a loofah, but I use it for netting for nail art. I have my face masks, hand masks, some gloves, nail sanding bands, my photo props and my nail trainer in this drawer. And then the one below it is again just random pieces that I use for nail art. So I have my nail sanitizer box. I then have some of these molds that I got for going with polymer clay. I'm going to try it and see if I can make my own 3D nail charms. I will let you guys know how I got on with that. I then have some of these acrylic molds that I absolutely love, and they make just 3D acrylic art an absolute breeze. I then have another little container here of 3 packets of these really bright Chromaxi or whatever they're called acrylic paints, and I keep these if I'm doing solid acrylic work. And then some random bling boxes, and that is everything for my nail art storage. So guys, that's us finally reached the end of today's video, and as always, I really hope you enjoyed having a little nosy around my nail art collection and seeing where I store everything. And if you did enjoy today's video, please give me a thumbs up, I would totally appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Kylie, I am a complete nail polish addict, and on this channel, you will find everything from nail art to swatches, reviews and the occasional haul. So if that's something that piques your interest, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!